The impeachment trial of Vice President Sara Duterte has adjourned after its 12th day of proceedings. Former COA State Auditor Roderick Wamil testified that he found alleged violations in the office of the Vice President's use of confidential funds. And for the highlights of today's proceedings, we have mobile journalist Daniel Dayaw. Daniel, what alleged violations did Wamil identify today?
Yes, good evening, Denise. It's actually the 12th day of VP Sara's impeachment trial at continuation ng direct examination para sa ikatlong testigo ng Counsel for the Prosecution, si former COA ICFAO State Auditor Roderick Wamil. So kung kahapon ay sinabi or inilatag ang last quarter of 2022 confidential funds ng OVP, ngayon ay inilatag na ang first to third quarter 2023 ng OVP confidential funds as well as DepEd confidential funds. So kasama na dyan yung disbursement vouchers, accomplishment reports at liquidation reports. At tama ka dyan, Denise, meron ngang nakitang violation ang testigo na si Roderick Wamil. This is para sa documents na isinabmit or kulang-kulang na documents na isinabmit. So isa pa sa sinasabi ng testigo is ito nga daw mga documents na to ay ala naman sa list ng allowable expenses for confidential funds. So isa yon or dalawa yon sa mga violations na sinabi ng testigo. Pero apart from that, Denise, yung mga sinabi nga dito is yung medical and food aid na kapag pinag-combine ay merong total of 82 million pesos. Kasama na rin dyan ang travel expenses na may 20 million pesos as well as payment of reward for informants of surveillance and monitoring activities na may 35 million pesos. So sa OVP pa lang yan, pagdating naman sa DepEd, Denise, ay hindi rin daw nakaspecify yung physical and financial plan. So sa dito or ilan dito sa mga nasabi ay merong 30 million intensified background investigation of learners involved in terrorist group. Kasama na rin dyan ang 27 million na ginastos para daw sa anti-illegal activities within school, pati na rin ang 9 million prevention of recruitment ng NPA. So Denise, isa pa nga sa mga sinabi ng testigo dito is yung MOOE or yung maintenance and other operating expenses pagdating sa DepEd confidential funds. So sinabi dito na hindi naman daw naka-enumerate sa listahan ng Joint Memorandum Circular or Joint Circular 2015-01 itong mga allowable list for a confidential fund. So isa nga din yon sa naging violations. So far, Denise, yun muna ang meron ako at yung overall pagsasabi nga ng confidential funds ng testigo ay it led for the Counsel for the Prosecutor, Attorney Lorna Coponan, to say that it is all a scam. Denise.
Okay, punta tayo dito sa side ng depensa, Daniel. At any point, did they try to challenge Wamil's findings? Kasi alam ko parang may nabanggit na tinanong kung may special training ba siya in him auditing all these paperwork. Pakikwento nga sa amin yan.
Yes, actually, Denise, there were attempts kung paano i-challenge nga ng depensa yung statements or findings ni COA Auditor Roderick Wamil. Pero isa na rin dyan yung pagpresenta niya ng joint circular ng dated 1992. So ang sinasabi kasi dito ay pagdating sa confidential funds ay hindi daw dapat or hindi may mga instances na hindi masasabi yung confidential funds because it could be a threat to the national or it could be a national threat and para hindi rin daw maano yung or mag-success yung mission. So this is one of the statements na sinabi ni Attorney Michael Poa, pero isa na rin doon is a challenge din niya yung credibility ng witness by saying na hindi naman alam ng witness when it comes to yung pag-submit sa OVP ulit. Kasi basically, Denise, ang nangyayari is pag daw nag-submit ng revised report or accomplishment report ang OVP at nakita ng COA na merong kulang-kulang pa na documents ay dapat ibalik sa OVP. Pero considering nga na itong witness natin ay umalis na ng February 2024 ay hindi na daw masasagot itong mga allegations or tanong na ito ng depensa, Denise.
And tomorrow, we know that when the trial resumes, itong si Roderick Wamil is still expected to be present. Pero Daniel, bukas ba pwede na rin nating asahan na maipresenta na yung ibang witness for the prosecution?
Yes, Denise, actually natapos na nga yung redirect, recross, direct and cross-examination para sa ikatlong testigo ng Counsel for the Prosecution, which is si Roderick Wamil. Pero ang sabi nga doon kanina sa plenary hall ay magkakaroon ng interjections pa ang senator judges. So kanina nakausap natin si Counsel for the Prosecution, Attorney Lorna Capunan, and ang sabi niya sa atin is mahaba-haba. I-expect na mahaba-haba ito dahil we're talking about technicalities nga ng confidential funds. Pero so far, handa naman daw ang prosecution na i-present ang kanilang next next witness na si Celine Del Campo ng COA official again. Denise.
All right, thank you for those updates. Again, that was mobile journalist Daniel Dayaw.